Hey there, Pisces. Hope you're fab, friends. Appreciate you being here. Welcome to Soulvine. I'm Jamie. If you are new here, it's awesome to have you. I am very grateful for everyone that stops on by, and I really hope you get the messages and support that you need here for our Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, even cross watchers as well. I know I might have a bit of a lisp going on, just so you know. I do have aligners in, so enjoy. I hope it's entertaining for you today. All right, guys, let's get into it. See what's happening for you. Have we hit? And we haven't hit the start of summer yet, but you know, getting there, turning up the heat. And on that note, for those of you that want to turn up the heat in your life, business, career, just feeling amazing and great, and are looking for support, a pathway, some place to, you know, feel seen, heard, understood. I am hosting a private live event. There's no cost to this, guys. This is something that I'm doing that you can join us. You will need to register below though, okay? This is not going to be streamed on YouTube or anything. This is going to be held privately in my Zoom room. And we're going to set up like a path and give you some tools and guidance on how to create that something that you want to create, okay? So register below. It's the first link in the description box. It's soulvineco.com/meet up. So register there and I'll send you further details. If you just want to learn more, you know, jump on in there. Okay, Pisces. Interesting energy coming through. We've got the fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael, strategy, anxiety, hostilities. What's going on, guys? What is going on? So what I'm gathering here, Pisces, there's something that I feel like cracked open the heart space, or something that is beaming from your heart energy that I feel like you're trying to reach out and grab, okay? So this is Archangel Raphael. This is a very healing energy. Sometimes we need to look at, you know, where are we open? Potentially, where are we closed? Do we feel balanced in our heart? Are we protecting our heart? Like, what's coming in most for you when you sit in that energy? But yeah, I feel right now that you're trying to grab hold of something, you know, something from your heart is really feeling into something here and you want to grab a hold of it. And I feel like you're looking at a way how to do that. I don't know if that's something you're trying to achieve, something you want to accomplish, connect with a certain person. Something has very significant meaning here. And like I said, it's like you're trying to figure out the way, but there's something as well that's kind of like, oh shit, you know, you're feeling it, but you're not feeling it in your heart, you're feeling it in your head. The anxiety energy is more the thoughts, the thinking, something going on there, okay? So I don't know. There's something here you seem to be worried about this idea, situation, and you're putting a lot of pressure here. But we're going to dive in deeper to see what all this is for you, Pisces, and what these challenges that you're experiencing about, because hostilities is showing up here. So is this something that you're facing, meaning like is being presented to you that's a bit tense? Is this something that you're just going through internally? But we're going to have a look a little bit deeper. Wow. Wow. Okay. One more and then we'll dive in a bit deeper. Okay, so we've got the Magician, the Eight of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, the Sun, and the Nine of Wands. Sorry, I'm just trying to help with the light there. See, there seems there's something that you really are trying to call in here, Pisces, with this heart space of yours, something that you are strongly desiring, but I'm feeling a little bit of pressure here, or a little bit of thinking with the movement forward, how to make this work. how to bring it about, how to make it, you know, to a place that feels good and can thrive. I also look at two, uh, or seeing, I should say, something that you want to do, like something that you're trying to do, but how do you give to all of it as well? Um, Sometimes too with the heart space, and when we're trying to manifest, and I've mentioned this before in some of the readings sessions, is that we're trying to we're trying to receive something we're not open to ourselves because of some fear or some block or some experience we've been through. So that can be a hard thing with manifesting because it is an energy thing, okay? But I feel like bless you, because I feel like you're really trying to do something different this time around. You really are trying to be open. You really are trying to take that leap of faith. You really are, you know, doing your best and trying to show up the best version of you. And it's understandable in any situation that we've been in that has been a little, you know, difficult, where there may have been some trauma, where there may have been, you know, just uncomfortable situations. While it can strengthen us, there's still sometimes that little bit of PTSD, you can even say, that might come up for us, and where we want to run away because that's where we feel safe, or where we might want to just go within, right? So I feel like you're doing something really wonderful here, Pisces, and putting yourself out there. And I just want to commend you on it, because I know sometimes that isn't easy, right? And I think this is what happens is that you can see something here that is really wonderful, that is really beautiful, that you're working towards, or that you're trying to grab a hold of here. I can feel that. I can sense that with you. But I'm feeling your stress. I don't know if there's a little lack of confidence and lack of trust in what's happening here for you, or if it can happen here for you. I'm just getting, just be considerate of your perspective here, because that's going to have a huge difference on the success of this, okay? And I feel like you need to take a little bit of a breath, a little bit, you know, have some breathing space for yourself, and from on this or through this or with this. Because what we're seeing here is like, you know what it is that you want. But I feel like you're putting pressure on the behaviors or the way that you need to operate for this to be okay, and to avoid any conflict is what I feel. So you've already been through situations or scenarios that has been challenging, that you've worked hard for to make work. And I'm just seeing here that you're trying to, it's like you're trying to, I don't want to say necessarily control, but I guess it is in its own way. You're trying to show up in a way that you feel is going to not cause conflict. So when you're trying to show up in a way not to cause conflict, what are you doing? You're putting energy into the conflict. So I think we just need to kind of pull this all apart here and have a look, okay, at what's going on to help you, so we can pull you out of that energy and into this loving space that you are. So in saying that, because this is just because of something that you've been through or something that you've been trapped in before, you're kind of stepping into that energy, not realizing, trying to make this safe, but it's stressing, it's causing more anxiety. So it's like that the path of least resistance, and not thinking about something you don't want, because then you end up creating something you don't want. What is it that you do want, Pisces? How do you want to feel with this connection? More importantly, how do you want to be? You want to be yourself. You want to be free. You want to be, you know, free in essence of being who you are and being accepted for who you are. And this is going to be key here to how you move into this. Free, fun, flowy. FFF. And I don't know if I sounded funny, but yeah, free, fun, and flow. That's the energy, the journey, the excitement that comes with this, and gives you great opportunity to do that. So just be mindful as you're going through this experience, what you want here. For some of you, I feel like this is a really meaningful connection that you want to get real with, you know, love, business, partnership of some kind, something that you really desire here. You really want. It's something, yeah, I think you feel very strongly about this. So just be gentle on yourself and just be you. You don't need to prove anything, Pisces. You're a good human. You're kind, you're loving. Just be okay. Be okay with you. That's where it's got to start. That confidence needs to start with you. Okay? So the Magician we've got showing up here is the Five of Wands. And then we've got the Four of Pentacles with the Eight of Swords. So as we're shifting through this energy and trying to uncover, Pisces, this part, we're seeing here with the Five of Wands and the Magician that you're in conflict, like I said, with the way to go about something or the way to manifest this or how to make this work. That's what the conflict seems to be coming up in. You know your truth. You've got the heart chakra showing up here. You know that you're probably so good at giving and maybe you struggle a bit receiving, because you know when you let someone in, when you open your heart up, what you may have been used to is someone maybe taking advantage of that or not seeing you for the love and the lovable light that you are. So there's something here that I feel needs just a little bit of soothing for you, Pisces, to know that you are safe and that you've got trusting in the process, you know, trusting in that if this is meant to be honest, genuine, solid, beautiful foundation. Again, it doesn't matter if this is business, it doesn't matter if this is love, it doesn't matter what type of connection this is or situation. You just want healthy, freeing energy to be this. And I can see the fear of something you've already been through. So I think that's what you're trying to hold on to here and why it's stressing you out. How do you hold on to the parts that you do like? How do you stay safe in all that is what I see that's happening here. Six of Pentacles, what do we need to know? Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. So for some of you, this is going to be about giving and receiving. It's, you know, being reciprocal in that nature, but also knowing like the effort and energy that you've got to put in. The Eight of Pentacles is a lot about learning about ourselves too, through the experience, okay? Or uncovering more parts of the work. It's only through the doing can we really unfold the growth. And I feel like this is the key part here. If this is about business for you, and about building some form of, you know, successful endeavor, we're seeing that this is really going to develop into something wonderful. But a key part, like anything, is there's one thing about giving, Pisces, but you've also got to be willing to receive opportunities that come into or things that present itself. Don't say no or whatever because maybe you're shy, or maybe because you're like, oh, I'm not, oh no, I shouldn't take that, or maybe I shouldn't ask for help. You know what? That is a key part. I'm going to challenge you. And I even started doing this myself a few years back because, you know, something I had to work on too, right? And as I was, you know, going through some depths of spiritual work. And one of the things that came up is like, even if someone offered me a glass of water, I would even say no because I didn't want to, like, you know, I would always say no or something of that nature. I started to go, you know what? That is really nice. I would love a glass of water. It would be if, you know, we went out and someone wanted to buy something. I don't know, maybe buy me a cup of tea. Normally I'm like, no, I've got it. I'm like, you know what? I'm allowed to start receiving. I give all the time. I'm allowed to receive, but I don't know what the fear was of receiving. Was it because, you know, I didn't want to feel bad, like I had to owe someone something? Was it because I don't know, I felt like I had to always do the good deed? Or was it like I'm not worthy enough, or I don't want to be let down? I don't know that, honestly, when I look at it, but I just know that I had to start receiving. And those little things can make such a difference. And slowly practice. Even the compliments that sometimes you get. We're like, oh, no, I'm not. Yes, receive it. If someone says you look great, or, you know, you look pretty today, or I like your haircut, whatever it is, receive it. And even say that. Thank you, I received that. Thank you, I received that. Just practice. You know, that's all it takes is a bit of practice. All right, Ten of Cups. What do we need to know with this Ten of Cups, please? Yeah, I hear you. I received that. That's nice. Receive that. Okay, this Page of Pentacles, I tell you, I think he has been, and I'm saying he because it's showing up masculine energy, has been here for the last 2 weeks, I think, on every single reading. this Page of Pentacles. So there is no doubt something is presenting itself to you at some point, Pisces, something to do with money, a little win here, a little win there, an opportunity here, an opportunity there. There's things happening for you. They might seem small, but these small things add up. I want you to think of businesses that might sell $7 things. Imagine that you sell 1,000 of those $7 things, what they end up becoming, right? So don't underestimate the small things. And thank you. I can't. There's a beautiful angel that was, sharing her experience on those little wins, like just money ending up in a bank account, the bank saying thank you. Banks don't say thank you too often. Obviously, they're grateful for the money that is in your bank account, and sometimes they want to reward you. And she shared that. The other week about her situation of the little wins that are coming in, $100 here, $50 there, another $100 here. It adds up. So don't discredit it, and receive that and bless that and thank that, and just becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. Because what we're seeing here with the sun energy and the Nine of Pentacles is that there is some light shining up. You got the 8 here and you got the 9 here. So something is expanding, something is growing, something is becoming like very capable of the expansion, meaning the capability of being able to independently thrive and grow. So where maybe you have had to lean on things or situations or whatever, or thinking you had to be a certain way, I feel with the release and the effort that you're putting into something and trusting in all these things and receiving all these things, like maybe someone wants to take you out to dinner, okay? And maybe it's something that you really want, but you're like, oh, maybe I should play a bit hard to get. Okay, sure, there might be scenarios where they're asking you same day and you don't want to come across desperate, but sometimes spontaneity can be a great thing. Doesn't mean you have to jump in bed and have sex with them the first night, right? Give them, that there's a game, but then there's also like opening up, receiving, and just having fun and going with the flow. Same thing for business, right? It's like testing out the waters, putting in the effort, the energy, watching what is working and flourishing. And the more that you get the little, like I said, the little bit here, the little bit there, it adds up. And then eventually it can function really well independently without needing to raise more capital, without needing to do certain things a certain way. It just becomes easier and more abundant. And that's what I see is happening. This is beautiful, bold, attractive abundance here that is happening for you regarding a situation. But for some reason, you're freaking out. And I don't know what this anxiety is, because what we're seeing here is wonderful energy. There could be part for you too, when we look at this, taking another step back, Pisces, is that there is the desire to have this content life that is your vision, because what my vision or your neighbor's vision or your best friend's vision is not the same as yours. We all have different desires. I mean, even thinking retirement, what our retirement looks like can be very different for all of us. Some of us might want to go live on a boat and travel around, I don't know, some beautiful ocean. For others of us, it might be, I want to go live in the mountains and escape the world. So your picture of your life is going to be unique to you. In saying that, there is also some worry that maybe you're not enough, or that you're going to be single or never find that partnership, So I'm just seeing here that there's a lot of beauty around you, Pisces. So for some of you who are just a little bit concerned whether you can pull this off, whether you're enough, whether these opportunities are going to show up, I'm just seeing this amplify and expand and grow. Like the trajectory here is going up. So, hang in there and, just be, I'm just saying be brave, because like what's going to happen? A lot of the time we worry about shit that never happens. And I just feel like sometimes we just got to get out of our own way. All right, Nine of Wands, what do we need to know? Okay, we've got two different cards. We've got the Queen of Cups, which is very much Piscean or water energy. So Page of Cups with the Three of Pentacles. Sorry, Queen of Cups with the Three of Pentacles. I don't know what I said there. All right. Maybe this is someone that's fighting for you, Pisces. Maybe it's stressing you out. Because hostility with 9 of Wands, maybe their efforts and energy, or this situation, effort and energy, is coming across a little bit wrong, or a little bit misconstrued, okay? Because of some experience that you've been in. Maybe there's some contemplation of whether you should be putting energy into a connection or going your own way. Maybe you're looking at same thing. Should you stay in this business organization or do your own thing? So there's something here about a very like polar opposite, I feel. But ultimately you have this beautiful, strong desire that we can see that you want here. So what I feel Spirit's asking here in this part of the hostility that you may be feeling with this 9 of Wands, when we are in an anxious state or feeling threatened or feeling unsafe, naturally our body, things heighten, and our nervous system can be, it's not balanced. So usually sometimes when we're at the peak of it, anything that's being said or shared by the situation or the person can seem 10 times bigger than what it is. That's because that's how we're feeling, and that's how it's received, chemically and scientifically in our body, which may not be the case, but that's how the situation that we're in, everything's heightened. So just bringing that up in case that may be your situation. Just be mindful, not everything. If you're not feeling in a okay state to be dealing with a certain situation or person, yeah, that's just what's coming to mind here. But what I do see is that with this Queen of Cups energy, I think there's just going to be a different space or energy that's going to flow through this. And maybe something shifts here where you're like, hang on, you want to nurture this and really have a different look and feel about this situation. Or it could be someone coming in to gift you that Pisces, okay? It could be another Pisces. It could be, someone who has a lot of Pisces in their energy and very caring, very compassionate, who's going to support you here. So that's the potential we are seeing from something that someone's battling here. And I just think the energy with it is maybe coming across not exactly what it is. And I just feel it might be coming across combative, but I think sometimes people just want to be heard, or they're passionate about something, and it can come across a little bit wrong, or not as pleasant. But we're seeing someone wants to work together here to fix something, to connect and drive this forward. So that's what I'm seeing here, Pisces. Now we're going to further clarify. So let's I'm just going to get one card for each. I'm just shuffling up my Adventure Time deck. I quite like it, and it's nice and small. All right, I'm just going to get one for each. So the Magician, we've got the Hanged Man, 5 of Wands. I've got, 2 of Coins, 8 of Swords. I've got 2 of Wands. I've got my kitty cat who's about to jump up here, who's snuck in the door. I don't read reversals, guys, if you're new here, just to let you know. Hi, Clover. You come to say hi. We've got people visiting us right now. Come on. This is Clover. She's like one of the most sweetest, I was going to say humans, one of the most sweetest cats, just very loving and sweet. Come here, darling. Oh, you can come sit on my lap. Come on. All right, so come sit. Good girl. All right, so with the Hanged Man, we've got the Magician and the Hanged Man together. So what I'm seeing here is it's like you're kind of waiting for this manifestation, or waiting for something to come, to present itself, is what I feel. And you're really looking at which way. But I think you're also looking at what you think you need to do to make this happen. And again, sometimes doing that puts a lot of resistant energy, so it's not allowing it to flow the way it needs to flow, because we're more trying to control it, not realizing. But what we're seeing with the 5 of Wands is that there's some conflict about something that's not balanced, or not coming together, or just not working in energy flow again, is what I'm seeing. I think, money is energy. Pentacles is energy. While it's material, it's still energy, okay? So what I feel is happening here is there's some conflict I don't know if this is more so within you or someone that you're dealing with. There's just something here that isn't, sweetheart, that isn't, feeling right or feeling in flow. With the Two of Wands, we've got the Eight of Swords. So we're seeing you again trapped here a little bit, Pisces, around the decision-making process, about the plans that you should have or work towards, right? And that's what we're seeing here. But the more, like, we're seeing that you holding on tight to something that you feel that you maybe need to do or act or behave, or energy and effort you need to put into something. But again, you've got the Six of Coins showing up here, okay? So you're holding on tight to something. Could be the way that you feel, think about a situation. How can we let go a little bit, Pisces? How can we let go a little bit to support you to open up for the flow? You know, think of the ocean, out and in with the tide. It comes out and in. If there's a wall, it's just going to keep smashing against that barricade, right? But when it's an open ocean, it's out and in. So that's the flow that I feel of just letting go a little bit, okay, is an important thing. Let's get a few more cards. I'm holding on to Clover because she's just going to keep jumping up. And they always want to put their butt in your face, right, with love. Good girl. Okay, let's have a look at the Six of Pentacles. We've got the Knight of Coins, the Eight of Pentacles. We've got the Three of Coins. Okay, this is beautiful because what we're seeing here is something really presenting itself again, Pisces, and something that wants to work with you, work together in collaboration. So I don't think you're going to be able to see it unless you're willing to receive. Because sometimes something can present itself to you, but if you're like kind of closed off to opportunities, sometimes we're just missing it and it's right in front of us. But I'm seeing here with whatever effort, energy is putting into this scenario, that someone wants to work with you to make it happen, to bring it together, to solidify it, okay? Ten of Cups, what do we need to know? We've got the Tower. So there, again, there's some fear or worry that you're not going to make it here. I need one more on this Tower energy. Thank you, Spirit. Five of Coins, yeah. See, you're worried that you're not going to get potentially either to this place or get what you need from this place of happiness. For some reason, that's what seems to be stressing you out. What do we need to know about the Page? Ten of Cups. Goodness gracious. Pisces, do you see what's happening here? You've got so much fear, the anxiety of this happy place, contentment. Maybe, again, what it means, what it looks like, what it feels like, you don't know. And maybe that's stressing you out. But you also think, Clover, sit down. Come, sweetheart. I'm sorry, guys. We're also seeing here that this Page of Pentacles, this offer an opportunity. She gets in this loving state. Come here, darling. Is the potential for this Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, sorry. So just go with the flow, Pisces. That's what I'm getting. Time to go with the flow here. I feel I've just got so much cat fur on my face. I'm just seeing here that the potential of that thing that you want, that desire that you feel, all of that is being presented to you. But for some reason, you're fearing it. And I don't know why. All right, the Sun. I mean, I can understand why, but is there a way that we can... Okay, so this is making sense of things. Is there a way that you can just see what happens? I don't know what the potential of loss here is, just seeing what happens. It doesn't mean you have to change your whole life or do any of that. You know, dip your toe in, suss it out, see what's potentially here without fear, just trusting, faith, bigger than you. Spirituality, that's what spirituality is about. It's about something, being connected to something bigger than ourselves, okay? So connect into that, whatever that is for you, where that makes you feel safe. Because what I see is happening here is that the sun is shining, Pisces, upon you, an opportunity, something's presenting, like it's being lit up, okay? The sun is also very healing and very supportive and kind of saying, this is right. This is right on time. Okay. The Queen of Swords energy in some capacity can be making a decision to finally lean in for those of you that have been single, that have been focusing on yourself and doing what you need to do to rebuild that part of you that's in a place of like you're ready to now get back into, you know, the dating field maybe, or trying something new, trying something out. That can represent here with the Queen of Swords. So I just feel like this, it's shifting a little bit to this fun and flirty energy, okay? And again, the fun and flirty doesn't need to be a bad thing, whether you're already in a connection, if you need to turn up the heat in your own marriage or partnership, or if you need to be a bit more fun, flowy, and just like really bold and brazen with whatever work that you're doing. So you've got to find what that is for you. But I just feel like something's very ready and ripe, but you've got to be willing to also participate, okay? And if you're fearing it, you might miss it. If you're trying to control how it's meant to be, you're going to miss the joy of it, right? So just be mindful of that, Pisces. Okay, we've got the Queen of Wands, the Eight of Cups. One more. Okay, it's given us two more, Eight of Wands and Nine of Swords. Yeah. So I can see the stresses that you're feeling with making some form of commitment here. What we're seeing, I mean, to have the Nine of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands, like you're very attractive energy going on right now. Very abundant, very attractive energy. So how do you play more in that space is what I feel. Because with this Nine of Wands and this Eight of Cups, this is what you want. That's what you've been wanting for a long time, it seems. Right? We all want to feel that place of like contentment, things flowing, feeling good at where we're at. So it seems like you're willing to let go, or whatever this situation is. It's like it's about to put down these. You don't need to keep battling, fighting a fight that doesn't even need to be fought, you know. And I feel like there's something here that's being dropped and let go to go more into that emotional part and vulnerability, because the Eight of Cups is, you need to get vulnerable to get to that Nine. You can't do that without vulnerability. And with this Queen of Cups and the Eight of Wands, we're seeing that you enter that space. I mean, the Queen of Cups is a very vulnerable, compassionate, open energy. She's also assertive, has discernment, knows the decisions she needs to make and have those conversations she needs to have. She just knows how to do it very beautifully, okay? And this Eight of Wands energy is showing that you're shifting into that quite quickly, or whatever that space or energy is for you, it's showing up quickly in a sense of like feeling very emotionally sound and free and good about oneself and any environment that you're in. You know how to show up, you know how to participate, that supports you. So I'm seeing this shift out quite quickly here, Pisces. But as that shifts out and moves through very quickly, it's because you've stepped into that energy. We're seeing here that this commitment now, or potential of commitment, is kind of freaking you out again. So you might loop in that scenario or situation a few times, but with more practice on working our mental strength, find those tools or things that you can do to support that. You know, what works for you, because it's going to be different for everyone. But yeah, we can see that nice things are happening, nice things are coming, and hey, enjoy it, Pisces. I'm just going to get a couple more to wrap this up on your guidance. Emotions are running high. I can feel that for you. Let's get two more, Spirit, to support our Pisces. Meditate and contemplate. Yeah, and I think that's about being gentle, and confidence is your key. I think we did talk about confidence, right? So when things are tense, when things are high, Pisces, you're allowed to feel it. Just feel it. Go into your space. Do what you need to do. But this is a good time too, with this new moon in Pisces, to just go meditate and put things down, write it out, express how you're feeling in this place for you. Because I think releasing that is going to be a key thing to understand yourself more. And I find too that just it ends up having less power over you. And then confidence is your key to success. When you step into you and just being you, how nice and free does that feel? Because I see that happening here. It's like, yeah, you know who you are. You know the possibility and potential of something. So go enjoy it. Enjoy the process, enjoy the experience. Because I think when you get more into that, you're not going to worry about these options and opportunities and committing to things. You're just going to trust more in yourself and your intuition, but also that, spirit, God, the universe has your back as well. But you've got to be the one to believe that. So I'm going to leave that with you. Appreciate you dearly. Sending a whole bunch of love, support, Pisces. Bye.